Ahoy there, mateys! 15 men went out to sea, all of them drunk except for me, and I alone was left aboard to face the raging storm. Yo-ho, yo-ho, over the rolling waves, ho! Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
You can do it.
What's that?
You can do it.
I'm getting there.
Slide you there?
Yeah, pretty please, if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. All right.
That's funny.
Well, have fun in there, guys.
Yeah, thank you. We'll
Good
see you
luck.
soon. I wanted to fly that arch.
What's that?
The arch to your left?
We'll fly it on the way out.
No, you can see why I wanted to.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a cool arc. Where's the waterfall?
Funny, you have to go sideways in this thing to keep the wind from pushing you into the reeds.
right. There's that one again. Uh-oh.
It looks like we should be able to just drag them up that trail a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Drag him up in here. Figure it out in a minute. Don't stick your nose in here.
Incoming.
That's what she said.
Got her.
Should we scout it out first? See what we want to do with that?
I'll just park it here then.
Yeah.
Looks like a spot.
Premium real estate.
Yeah.
All right. What are you waiting for? Get me some supper, boy. All right.
Oh, don't have to worry about that bear barrel being an issue.
Nope. Don't have to worry about bears. Really, the only nefarious animals we need to worry about are the ones down there in the kayaks.
Yeah. And the ants. Those pesky little ants, they get into everything.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is going to be home sweet home for the evening. Not a bad neighborhood. Not a bad neighborhood at all, except for the homeless man sitting there on his chair, but we'll chase him out.
Not doing it. Not leaving. Thought you weren't going to wear those, you said.
Not.
Okay. Good.
Just backup plan, you know. So this is a two-person tent.
So this
And I've
is a
slept
good
in it
spot
once.
for it.
Slept in this one at a Buck Lake
Oh yeah.
once, and it seemed to work. Seemed to be a pretty good tent.
This isn't the same that you took out on Little Rock Creek Lake, is it?
No,
Oh, different.
no, only used this once. So it's almost like I haven't used it before. So I'm kind of like doing this from scratch. So we'll see how. One of the measures of a tent is how easy it is to put it up or not.
Well, that's why you got the destructions.
The constructions? What are you gonna do with those? Those are for people who can read
Fire starter.
and such. So something I've been looking at, and I think I might pull the trigger on. Have you seen these one person tents that you don't have any poles in them?
Yeah, you use your trekking pole.
Use your trekking pole. I don't know about that.
Or kayak or
just sleep aroused all night.
I guess.
Edit. Video
Okay.
edit. Yeah, that works too, I suppose. I mean, hypothetically speaking. So, one in that, I presume. One in that side.
So presumptuous.
Tension on it.
And as you can tell by the surrounding area, staking this thing out for the wind is not going to be an option.
Yeah.
You can tie it off to a tree nearby. That'll keep the kite at least grounded.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure that out in a minute. I don't think once you throw a backpack inside,
Yep, she's
it's
not
not
going.
going anywhere.
Yep.
Tent pegs are overrated.
You've just made about 10,000 comments of people hating.
Yeah. You know what?
That's because you don't know how to use them.
I've resigned myself to the fact that no matter what you say on the internet, somebody's going to get butt hurt.
Look at him.
And
That's pole control right there.
that's what she said. Yeah, shit. Yeah.
It would be a better test for your little sleeping suit if you had more open air, I think.
True.
Yeah.
Um.
Considering you won't get that cold tonight.
So here's something I'm weighing as a strategy for this summer in the sawtooths. Risking. Completely. Do I risk it raining or not raining? Do I dare?
Oh, you better bring a cover,
Okay.
at least for warmth.
All right, I'll bring a cover. Holy crap! Look at all the mosquitoes that have.
Yeah. They like it. It's okay, they're all males.
Well, this is where I typically make a really dirty comment that, you know, people get upset these days over this kind of thing. All right. Okay, that's that. All right. That's where I'm sleeping tonight.
All right. I don't know if you want to use the windsock one or not, but that'll work. All right, so I've done multiple different sleep systems. I used to tent sleep, and I didn't like it very much after I got a little older because my back hurts. And I tried pads and all kinds of stuff, just couldn't do it. So the only way now I can sleep in a tent is on a cot, and that still works for me. Other than that, I've got an ultralight cot that's about 2 pounds, so I bring that with me with my tent. So if I can get an ultralight tent that's maybe 3 pounds, that whole sleep system by itself is 5, and that weighs about the same as this setup. So what I've got here is a tarp, a hammock, and a pad, and this is the Hammock hammock, the Dromore 5.0. So they've got an upgraded version here. The nice thing about this is if it's raining, I can set up my tarp first, and that covers my whole work area. So I set up the tarp, all my gear stays dry from there forward, and I don't have like a open top tent where rain's coming in as I'm setting it up and my gear is gonna get wet as soon as I put it in there. So I can set up my tarp first and then work underneath of it. I don't need to worry about that today because I don't need to worry about it. It's not raining. I don't like any of them. so I aim for about as level as possible here. If you can go over a branch, it's even better because it's not going to slip down. I've never had it slip anyway, but peace of mind, I guess, if you start bouncing around. pro tip. All right, strap 2, and find that little guide here. So this has a ridge line. This line is actually strong enough to hold my entire weight. So you can hang stuff off of it. As soon as I get the hammock set up like this, I can tighten her up and then hang my backpack off this line and get it off the ground. This is the winter pad, and so it's got polyfill inside of it for extra R value in there. So there's your fill valve, and you can fill it up inside or out. I've got a new toy.
That's what?
Air pump.
Cool.
And so this comes with a bag that you can, you know, kind of swing around through the air and roll up the end and push in. And it takes about 10 or 12 times. So it's actually pretty quick. It's a lightweight bag, but this is super lightweight too. And you just push the button. And it's noisy.
Yeah. Does it fly?
Yeah, it flies if you sit.
Cool.
Sometimes it actually helps to just step in the foot, so that way you're not fighting it. But there we go. So like I said, this ridgeline will support my weight, so I can just grab onto the ridgeline and hop right on in.
Cool.
And this has a couple pull straps here and here, so you can bring them up and have a sit position. So if you're drinking your coffee, just drink your coffee while sitting.
Rock.
Now, you want to be in here and have somebody hand you your coffee, because plopping in this thing one-handed, that's not a good idea. So it lays flat. You can side sleep, belly sleep, and it's not bad at all. This pad, I've tested down to single digits, and it does great. And that's the time I had it contract a little bit, lose pressure, and my butt was cold a little bit. And it was down, I think, single digits, or maybe even below 0 at that point. It's all over the place, little pockets all over the place. So it's pretty well designed, pretty well laid out. And you know, it's become my favorite hammock so far. Get that out of the way of the camera here 1 second.
And it keeps the mosquitoes out, huh?
Keeps the mosquitoes
So you
out.
just laying there looking at mosquitoes.
Yeah, looking at mosquitoes all night.
Keep trying, little guys. Just keep trying.
I would get outside, but the mosquitoes are out, so I'm gonna just sleep in tonight. Okay, let's find a clean spot right here. And this is nice algae, so there's a good chance I might go all the way in. So you can just swish her a few times, and each time you get a little more water. That's it.
All right.
That's way better than pumping.
Way better.
Yeah.
And
And if you've got floaty debris, you can just squeeze the bag a little and get some of that debris to float right on out. We didn't have any, but
it was fun splashing
it's fun splashing.
down with water.
Yeah. So once you got this on, this top, you can hang her upside down. It doesn't matter because it's not going to flow. So you can throw the whole thing in your backpack. If somebody had a Tinkerbell knot or butterfly knot or something to hang this from a tree, we could hang it from a tree.
If
But
only someone knew how to tie an
But-
alpine butterfly knot.
luckily for me, I already have a knot on it. That was about 5 minutes of boiling. I have no idea how much water to add, so I'm just gonna keep going until it hits a good level.
Worst case, we'll have some soup.
Yeah. How about all of it? All of it sounds good. That's about 600 milliliters of water that I just added. This is a 900 milliliter pot. And yeah, I think we'll give that about 20 minutes and we'll have some footage.
Cool muffins.
It does still sound like the tub is filling up. Is that a swarm of mosquitoes coming? And the swallows are still busy?
I haven't seen a single mosquito.
No, except for this one. Yeah. All right. Now, not a single mosquito because I got that one.
Buy a water filter, it's going to be gravity fed.
I already have another one that's gravity fed.
That's just the way it's going to be. Those
Yeah.
are just so superior to everything else.
Easy. Yep.
Hang them up, leave them, forget them, come back, get your water, drink it.
Yes.
Win-win.
If half of it pours on the ground, you're not all angry about it.
Yeah.
I'll get some more.
So check out my darn tough socks. I didn't
Darn
realize
tough.
they
They've
even
got
had
forests.
them. Look at that. They have an outhouse launching out of the forest on it. That is some serious.
Which brings us to our next note, kid.
Yep.
Don't smoke in the outhouse.
Don't smoke in the outhouse, especially if you have a lot of bum gas.
Go to the moon.
Over the moon. So this year we'll have the sawtooth.
Oh yes.
So we
I'm
should be
excited about the
get
sawtooths.
some good footage there.
I'm gonna drag this guy up to Lake 9,000. He doesn't want to go.
Don't want to go because I have
And-
to drag 55 pounds of shit up the mountain.
Yeah. And you don't get to just throw it in a kayak seat and go.
No, you gotta drag it up
Got to drag it up the
a
hill.
mile up.
And even if it takes 3 days to get there, I'm all right with that.
I am too. I might be dead,
It's okay.
but I'm good. Yeah.
Well, no, seriously, if you
Gotta
go a
die.
couple miles a day and that's all you've got in you,
you gotta
by
die.
golly, let's make camp and
You gotta die from something. It
Yeah.
might as well be
dehydration.
Dehydration and exertion. Yeah. Yo ho, yo ho, a pirate's life for me.